Welcome back to another FulCom coffee break. Today I want to talk to you just a little bit about one feature that, if you are really paying attention, can help you out, and that's your eyes. Not how good they look, but what they do for us. There is a lot of research about how the eyes impact us from day to day. Let me give you two. One sort of as a prelude, and the other is what I'm really here to talk about. So the prelude is this, is that our eyes do certain things when we are telling the truth and when we are lying. It's like your eyes closing when you sneeze. You can't stop it. You can't. 99.9999% of all people around the world have these actions with their eyes when they are telling the truth, and a different action when they're lying. Now, I'm not going to tell you what that is. I'm saving that secret for myself. But I will tell you this, that one of the things that we do when we are trying to access information in our brain has filed information away in different filing cabinets, and we are trying to find that information. We know this. We can't quite put our finger on it. We know this person's name. We remember this math fact. One of the things our eyes do is our eyes go up. They just go up automatically. They go up and we start searching. We don't even know we've done it, but we will start searching with our eyes inside our brain to try to find that file in a filing cabinet. We can't stop it. Our eyes just do it. The other thing our eyes do, and this is really the most important point of what I'm here to talk about, is the eyes can either make us more emotional or make us less emotional. Now, I want you to think about this for a minute. When you are sad, when something happens that makes you sad, the first thing we do is look down. We duck our head and we look down. And what that does for us, looking down, is that makes the emotion more powerful. So if we are crying, if we're really upset and we're crying and we look down like this, we're going to cry harder, and it's going to be a lot more difficult to stop crying. On the other hand, if we look up just for a few seconds, maybe 3, 4, 5 seconds, what I try to tell kids is, when they're in my office and really, really upset, is to look up at the ceiling and draw a figure 8 with their eyes. Because in the time it takes to draw that figure 8, the emotion is already dissipating and the crying has stopped and they are already calmer, noticeably calmer. People do this all the time in offices. When they have somebody in their office who is upset and crying and they're sitting in their chair and their head is down, the person who's talking to them a lot of times will get up and come over to them and ask them if they can get them some water or a cup of coffee or whatever. But it's not really about the water or the coffee. It's about causing that person to look up at them just momentarily. It eases the emotions. So I would say this, if students are in their classroom and they find their teacher staring at the ceiling a lot, I don't even want to go there. But teachers especially, if you've got a student who's visibly upset in the room, if you would just go over and stand next to that student and ask them to look up at you, they will immediately start to calm down. They will immediately dissipate. You don't have to get them to talk. A lot of times they don't want to talk. But that overwhelming rush of emotion that causes them to be stuck will start to go away. Same thing when kids come into my office and they're visibly upset. Don't be surprised if I ask you to draw a figure 8 on the ceiling with your eyes. You will know immediately what I'm doing, and it won't matter because it will still work. We'll see you next week.